Before beginning the questions for chapters 9 and 10 of the Watsons Go to Birmingham, please be sure to put your name, first and last, and your homeroom at the top of your paper. This assignment is worth a total of 40 points. The directions say, answer the following questions in complete sentences as you read the sections of the Watsons Go to Birmingham 1963 indicated above. Answers not written in complete sentences will not receive full credit. Please pay close attention to this as complete sentences are going to be extremely important. The first section of questions is for Chapter 9, The Watsons Go to Birmingham 1963, which is on pages 80 through 90 of the digital book. The first question is, how does Kenny really feel about sending Byron to Grandma Sand's house for the summer? Why do you think he feels this way? Notice that this is actually two questions. The first question is, how does Kenny really feel about sending Byron to Grandma Sand's house for the summer? This particular question is right within the text, and you can find it in the text. The second question, why do you think he feels this way, requires you to think about what you found in the text and make a judgment. Question 2 is, why doesn't Joetta like the angel that Mrs. Davidson gave to her? This question is right in the text. Joetta actually states why she doesn't like the angel. Question 3 is, why do you think the color of the angel's face is a problem for Joetta? Notice that the words, why do you think, are italicized. This is to remind you that I'm asking your opinion about why the color of the angel's face is a problem for Joetta. As long as you explain yourself, there's no right or wrong answer. Question 4. Why would Mama and Dad decide that sending Byron to Birmingham for the summer is a good idea? This question is not right in the text. This question is going to require you to use textual evidence and your own reasoning to come to a conclusion. Question 5. On page 87, the kids asked Dad why he couldn't just drive until he was tired. Dad replied in his best Southern style voice, "'Cause boy, this here is the deep South and you all is gonna be driving through. Y'all colored folks can't just be pulling up to any old where and be expecting to get no room or no food, you hear, boy? I said, you hear what I'm saying, boy? Y'all didn't know that, boy? What's the matter with you? You think this here is America?" So pretend that you are Kenny. What would you say to Dad about this? And what questions would you, as a fourth grader, have about the South? How would you react to Dad's joke? So notice that I'm actually asking you to do 3 things. The first thing is to pretend that you're Kenny. So that tells you that I'm looking for you to be writing from a certain point of view. The next thing I want to know is, what would you say to Dad? I would also like to know what questions you, as a fourth grader from Flint, Michigan, would have about the South. Remember, Kenny's never been down south before, and all he knows about the South is what he's seen on the news. And finally, how would you react to Dad's joke? Remember, if you're Kenny, the only thing you've seen about the South is what you've seen on the news. And we watched a documentary about what the Watsons would have seen on the news. So how do you think Kenny would react to that? Chapter 10, Tangled Up in God's Beard, pages 91 through 97 of the digital book. 6. Why are the Watson children frightened when the family stops in Tennessee? This question is right in the text. If you listen, or rather, read the children's conversation when they stop in Tennessee, you'll be able to find the answer with no problems. 7. Dad doesn't want to stick with Mama's plan to take several days to drive to Birmingham. How might this be influenced by the civil rights movement? So I'm asking you to use your prior knowledge. To answer this question, how might Dad's desire to drive straight through be influenced by the civil rights movement? Think back to the documentary that we watched in class and your prior knowledge of what the 1960s were like. 8. What stereotypes about white Americans who live in the Appalachian Mountains does Byron believe? So, Byron believes some stereotypes about white Americans who live in the Appalachian Mountains. They come out in the dialogue in this chapter. I'm asking you to list them here while writing complete sentences. If you're not sure what stereotypes are, I will be posting a Khan Academy video about stereotypes along with this assignment.